Uh-oh.
I can, no,
Yeah,
I can still hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we lose her?
Do you want me to
It
see if
does-
I can pull it up? I don't know.
Maybe. Let me. Oh, we're gonna get Hannah up in here too.
Yeah.
Okay, while we're working on getting our what together, the good thing is we're going back to the same place here for Cincy. We've got the same staff going to be there. Christina, you'll be new to staffing this because you were in Cleveland last year, right? So you'll be new to staffing this one, but you're well familiar with it because you have been partnered on this one all year long. So it shouldn't be any surprises, which is a very exciting thing to be able to say. So is the screen share up now? Can you see the agenda again?
Hannah
So-
is though.
Oh, there.
Hello.
Did Hannah join? I can't even
Come
see
to the
Hannah.
rescue.
Hannah, my Teams is just being a terrible, terrible, terrible thing right now. So if you wouldn't mind, we've just gotten past intros. Can you jump in? I'm going to log out completely and then try and jump back on.
Yes, ma'am. I got
Thank
it.
you. Hannah's the best, everybody. If you don't know Hannah, we must protect her at all costs, like
Sure.
the Secret Service with the president. Like, okay, I'm going to log out and come back.
All
Oh,
right.
there
See
we
you
go.
later. Yeah.
Thanks, Hannah.
Hi, everyone. Sorry. Yeah. Let me know if you guys can see this okay. Hopefully the answer is yes.
Yep.
All good
Yes.
here? Great. Okay, awesome. Hi, I can introduce myself. I'm Hannah, to anyone who hasn't met me. I'm the volunteer communications coordinator with Event 360, so I work right alongside Erin. We've been doing these market calls together, and actually I was the victim this morning, so it looks like Erin's got her dues. Have you guys, okay, so we went through
Hannah,
introductions. Yeah.
do you want me to record? Because I don't know if EBD, if she's hopping off,
You
if it's
know-
going to keep it.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I can, it says it's still recording.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's true. I see the 908 up
Oh,
there.
great.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. Hopefully
fine.
that is the truth.
Okay, great. Sorry.
Good point. Thank you. No,
Yeah.
thank you
Yeah.
so much. All right. Sounds good. So, I mean, we can get into it. To those that have done PurpleStride before, this should look pretty familiar. But we can just check in on our deliverables timeline real quick. We've been updating these documents throughout the planning process. And the last update we did was this past Monday on the 23rd. So these are up on the shared resource site as of right now, with any changes that were made from our last January or February call up until that change request of March the 16th. So these are the same things we're going to be going over on the call today. So if you haven't had a chance to look at them, that's totally fine. We're just going to go over it right now, make sure we captured all the changes and make sure everything looks good and polish it up. So we're at this tail end of reviewing everything on this pre-event call. After that, we will be putting all the documents in the event book, which is going to be out on the 17th of April. So that's a Friday before the event. Do you guys have any questions about the deliverables? It should look pretty similar. All good? Cool. Awesome. All right. We can start by getting into some event day roles and responsibilities a little bit. And forgive me, so I don't know if you guys have done Cincinnati before. I feel like, are you guys a solid team? Yeah, you guys know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so this should look pretty familiar to you as well. The main big difference is that the PanCan staff member and the PurpleStride chair will not have to be dealing with t-shirts this year. So yeah, I know we usually get a positive response for that. So yeah, you won't have a t-shirt tent, obviously. Hopefully that clears up. I know for some events there can be a little bit of a bottleneck there. Yeah, that'll be kind of off of your plate. Other than that, it should look pretty similar. Your PanCan staff member, sorry, forgive me, I don't have my list here right now. Since I just hopped
It's
on.
me. I'll be gone.
Oh, okay. I was like, we have like one less person than we usually do. Who is it? Oh, super easy. Okay, awesome. Christine is going to be your awesome staff member. She knows what to do. She knows also that she'll be managing any donations. She's heard me do the same spiel on like every call, but just as a reminder to everyone else, Event 360 can't legally accept donations at the event. So if there is any checks that come in or any nice big wads of cash, that's going to be on her to manage. And our Event 360 staff members are going to be managing all of the great logistics that Ashley's been putting together this whole year. You guys are in good hands. They also own the emergency response plan. We always hope that we won't need it, but if we do, they know it well. Ryan, is there someone else staffing with you? I can pull it up. Yeah.
Barbara. She's been
Barbara.
on it. This is my 4th time in Cincinnati, and it'll be her 3rd. So we
Okay.
know Amanda and crew well.
I don't even need to go over this. You guys know what to do. Okay.
We know.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like log into these and I'm like, I'm the only new one. It's always like a big family affair. It's so fun. And Amanda, you know what to do as PurpleStride chair. You just really bring this all together and bring the participants into it, and all the great teams, overseeing the, timeline, the flow of everything, decor, all that good stuff.
Yep.
There are some other like key volunteer roles. We're not going to go through every one of these right now. These could be people that just fill in on the weekend of, or maybe they're more involved in the planning process. It really just depends on the market. Do you guys have any new people here that you want to go through the event contacts right now and update, like with their phone numbers? Or we can also do this.
No.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. All right. Let me see. You guys, okay, my screen share stopped as well. Sorry.
Oh, I see it now.
Now, right. Okay.
But it says Pittsburgh.
I was gonna say you guys aren't Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Let's see. We can just go through then and double check and make sure everything looks good and looks the same. Do you still have Fred as your sponsorship chair? Yep.
For now, yes.
Okay.
He says he's out next year, so.
Yeah. Well, keep him for now.
Yep.
And Andrew is your media chair.
Yes.
Jill and Day.
Yes.
And Megan team's chair.
Yep.
Right. Tina event experience.
Yep.
Sounds good. And do you guys have someone for your course lead, or do you historically have anyone?
That's my husband.
Brian.
Ryan Perkins.
All right.
Brian and Ryan.
Oh, Brian, B-R-I. Yeah.
A-N. Yeah.
Oh, Brian.
Perkins.
Okay.
Brian.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys don't have 2 Ryans? That would get confusing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his phone number?
937-763-3370.
Easy. Awesome. Sounds good. Okay. Let's take you guys back. All right, and this is what you were missing, is this beautiful slide, and this beautiful slide, which you might not have seen. But that's okay, because this is the slide that we're not going to get too far into. You guys already have your people who know what to do.
Yep.
Other than that, I'm sure you guys also know if you do have any event volunteers or people that want to help out, not during the actual event, some good times to have them would be, Friday at load-in, just anytime after the tent vendor sets up, or Saturday at teardown. It's always good to have more hands than less when it comes to, setting up the decor, taking it down, all that good stuff. The only other time that if they wanted to come on Thursday, they'd just be helping with like storage, which we can get into in a second. But yeah. Do you guys typically have a lot of volunteers year after year, or does it just kind of
Yeah,
change?
we normally do. We normally have a good amount. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good.
The hardest part is finding people like to volunteer on the route to cheer people on. So I have my 7th grader. She's working on that with her grade, trying to get some more kids to help.
That's so fun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Kids are the best cheerleaders.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Love to see it. So, signage, we've been ordering things on our end. I'm sure you guys have been as well if you do need anything new. We did want to check in. Amanda, are you receiving the signage shipments right now?
Yes, I sure
Okay.
am. Yep.
All the emails too, I bet.
Yes. Not as many
Okay.
without the shirts though. It's kind of nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no big boxes of t-shirts this year. And to just check them when they get here, see that everything looks good.
Yep.
We can check in on our vendor tracker real quick now before we go to the site and route maps. Let me pull that up for you guys. So this is also, we went over this on our last call, but Ryan, this might look a little new to you. We changed the formatting. So, it should be business as usual. It just might look a little different. We changed it to look hopefully easier to read when you guys are on the ground. Let me know if you can see this okay. I know it's tiny right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
Here we go. Great. So what we changed really is just that we're going to be going more area by area for the event village. So you're going to have your typical contact list here, and then 3 kind of general areas. This is just stuff that doesn't really go anywhere else, trash cans, dumpster, all that. Once you get to like, why do you stride? From here, it basically just goes tent by tent in the village. So under each section is everything that you're going to have in that tent, down to like the quick covers and the chairs. Obviously, I mean, you guys know that you can just change things on the ground if things need more chairs. I'm sure you have your own system for that. But this should be super in-depth and have everything accounted for so that it's really intuitive when you're just kind of there at load-in on Friday or morning of on Saturday. The only thing that we have yet to update still, or like is still technically TBD, is the All-Star teams. We haven't confirmed them. Deadline is this Sunday, so these are placeholders for now. If you guys have less teams this year or more teams, that'll be changed. The other thing to mention, and this is new for you too, Amanda, not that, you don't really need to look at this too much, but we got our pivot tables working finally. So this vendor summary down at the bottom is working. And this is kind of, Ryan, more like your typical IRF format. This shows each vendor and just everything they're bringing all in one place to make it easy. You can click through this just at the top right here and see any vendor that we have, how many they're bringing, of what, radios, porta potties, that sort of thing. This will also be PDF'd in the event book. So when you're looking at the PDF, you can just leaf through it and each page will have a different summary.
Great.
Do you guys have any questions about this? I know it's a big document, but it should have a lot of the same information for you guys. Sounds good. Awesome. Well, I can pass the screen share over to Ashley, and she can take us through a few things, starting with the timeline. As she's sharing her screen, I did want to talk about storage pickup on Thursday. Do you guys usually have a plan for this, or still working it out?
Yeah, usually go ahead, Amanda.
I was just gonna say, yeah, usually Ryan and Barb come to my house and we go to the storage unit, but with there not being t-shirts this year, I don't even know if that's gonna be hugely necessary. So I'm trying to think how much is in the storage unit. I can go and look and let you and Barb know, Ryan.
Okay.
There may not be much to do, which is good.
Yeah, the t-shirts are a big lift in some places,
Yeah.
for sure.
Big time.
Yeah.
And even then, usually Thursday was basically just load everything in the minivan Amanda and Tina's vehicles also ended up like doing food and beverage
Yeah.
and whatever. So we didn't even need the minivan for a
Yeah.
lot of stuff, which was handy.
Yeah. And yeah, there's always a lot of downtime on Friday too. And you know how close the storage unit is. So
Totally.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
Mhm.
5 minutes away. So
Yeah.
Nice. Sounds good. Well, it sounds like you guys have it figured out, and I'm
we'll
sure
work it
you're
out.
getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's on you guys. We don't need to be a part of that. One last question. Sorry, Ashley, before we get into timeline further, I realized I didn't mention this while we were looking over the vendor tracker. I just wanted to confirm that you guys are doing a balloon arch for your start finish this year. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good.
Fancy.
That's it. Take it away, Ashley.
All right. So I have us, since we already talked about Thursday, I have us arriving at 7 a.m. on Friday. And this is really just to prep for our vendors to come. So this is marking where the tents are going to be, where the stage is going to be. And then from 8 to early afternoon, that's when the big infrastructure build happens. So the tents will go up, the stage will go up, and it'll start transforming into the PurpleStride Festival area that you know and love. This is a great time to go through your signage. So hopefully you have it in that morning part, because in the afternoon, the tent vendor will go through and help put up the banners on the storefronts. So if we can go ahead and start prepping the signs so they can just be stationed at each of the tents. That's a great time for if you have volunteers. It's also a good time to start going through route signage and getting it prepped for the next day so that you can just plop them in the ground on the way around the route in the morning. So start getting that ready. And then I have security arriving at 4, and it's good to do a quick team huddle just to go over the next checklist or the checklist for the next morning. So that's really all I have for Friday. Nothing big here. Jumping into Saturday. We have our folks will meet security at 6:30, and then between 6:30 and site open at 8. That's just putting final touches on the festival site. So unrolling any banners that you rolled up the night before, taking things out of boxes that you put in the storefronts the day before, and just kind of prepping and making that site beautiful. And then, of course, doing the route marking and making sure the route's ready to go. And then the festival site opens at 8. And then obviously we'll work with PD again to help manage traffic. And then at 9:45, open ceremonies at 9:30. And then at 9:45, we'll do a quick call on the radio to make sure the route's good for the walk to start at 10. And then we'll start cleaning up behind that last walker. And I have closing ceremony at 11:30, and event closing or ending at 12, taking inventory. Hopefully celebrate another successful PurpleStride event. And yeah, that's all I got for the timeline. You all hear my dog. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to talk over my dog. Sorry if I seem a little distracted. God, it's amazing what technology can do. I'm meeting him. Great. Okay, so I'll jump into the site map if we're good with the timeline. Great. So I have this reflected on, based off of our last call, the information gathered, and then information gathered in early March. So let me know if I'm missing anything. I've also started plugging in things I've gotten a sneak peek on for, like, obviously we know the sponsors, but I'll fill in the all-star teams next week if we have any. But just want to let you know, they're still up for changes, but this should reflect everything that we've communicated so far. So as we discussed in February, we are moving into the parking lot. So hopefully that's a good change. I mean, I guess you were there last year, but officially here now. So here's our stage area. And then we have our start and finish right here for the balloon arch. And our volunteer check-in is down here. I can move this down a little bit too. I think I bumped this up because of the all-star teams so that folks are walking in. But Purple play zone, food and beverage, 10x10 photo area, kind of walking around. I think based off of an email, you asked for survivors and pro teams to be on the side. And
Yep.
why do you slide in your sponsor?
Yep.
Yeah. Does that look all right?
Yeah, I just want to make sure I checked the Excel spreadsheet and it looked right on that, but the food and beverage tent, I just want to confirm that it's a 20-foot.
Let me
And,
check.
yeah,
on that.
sorry.
No, you're
Okay.
good. You're good.
Tina will kill
All
me if
good.
it's not.
Let's see
I
here.
promised her it would be big.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, and I'm gonna look through my emails just to see if there's anything that indicated that it was a 10 by 10 or that we were downsizing. In our, you probably, well, maybe, I don't know, that feels like so long ago. From our check-in call, we mentioned that for the markets that can or that like don't mind downsizing to a 10 by 10, PanCan is looking to make just some overall like broader infrastructure changes, just some cost saving measures. But for the markets that like do have enough food and beverage to take up the whole 10 by 20, obviously we want that to stay. It
Yeah.
sounds like you guys are on the other end of that where
Yeah, for
you've got
sure.
a lot of stuff in there. Okay, so 10 by 20 would need to be there to make sure you have
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I looked on
Um,
that spreadsheet and it looks like that's what it was, but I just want to confirm that since it's showing a 10-foot on this.
Okay. Yeah, we can double check that and just make sure
Okay.
it's reflected. And Ashley, if it is like a 10 by 10
Updated.
on the IRF, what did you say updated?
I'll update it as soon as, yeah. No,
Oh,
we
I was
can
like,
prove
that was
Yeah,
fast.
yeah. No.
We still have the time to make that change.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Sounds good. Good catch. Thank you, Amanda.
Yep.
Okay.
And I have one other thing. I don't know if this really matters because it's not like a tent or anything, but we're getting a coffee truck this year, and which will be really cool. I'm thinking of having them park like at the south part of that parking lot. I don't know if that needs to be added on this or just Ryan, if they get there before I do, kind of where we're gonna park them. So
Do we know
So
about
when
the coffee truck? Sorry.
yeah.
oh, sorry, Ashley. I was just gonna, do your intro for you. When it comes to like food trucks, beverage trucks, anything like that, event experience wise, it is very, very site specific, like what the
I
city
figured.
will allow,
Yeah.
what the county will allow. I don't know if you guys have done the truck in the past, or is this like a new addition?
It's a new one this year. Yeah.
Okay. So we're pretty far into the planning. Ashley, is
It's
there anything
really
you can think of?
not a big deal. I mean, we can, just as long as we all know, like Ryan and Barb and myself, where we want them to park it, I think it's fine.
Right.
I
It
think
does
that
depend.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. You go, Ashley.
I was gonna say, yeah, I understand it's not gonna be like a big deal, maybe on event, but I need to check with the city about permitting that you might need to have, and I need to check with the site to make sure that we can have the coffee truck there, just to make sure we're being compliant and good partners with our site. So
Gotcha.
I think we have that deadline normally in March, but I can double check to see what we can do for like. There might not be many restrictions, but there might be some. So
Yeah. So usually we try and get anything food trucks in by the 16th deadline, just because it really depends on like the city and the county. Some of them, I mean, they're like, you need, these applications and these things 30 days out. And since we're so close to the event, Ashley's gonna check and see. Sometimes we do get lucky and it's like you just show up and you give them the contact and everything, and we can cross our fingers for that. But yeah, we'll let you know as soon as we know if there is
Okay.
anything extra to do, and if we can get stuff last minute in there, we'll try our best, and keep you updated.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you. I thought we had communicated that on one of the first calls, but that
Yeah, we did, I think, but it's okay. We'll
Okay, then
figure
let
it
me
out.
check. Okay.
And it could definitely be my oversight. This is my first time with this, so I apologize. But
All
yeah,
good. It's always so confusing with the trucks. Like it's so hard to keep track of. But yeah, but thanks for mentioning
hopefully
that.
Ashley can work her magic for us.
Fingers crossed. Okay. Route map. That's what's next.
So
It shouldn't look any different than what we've discussed in February. So here's where the festival site is, and I kept the route exactly the same. The lighter purple is, I'm sorry, can you all see this? I realize it's probably like super tiny.
Yep.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. Okay, great. The light purple is the shorter route. The dark purple is the longer route. And they're circling around the beach here before they go down the road at Park Drive, and then they just kind of do this loop. And we have I put extra extra chairs that you had asked for on the order for along the route for folks to sit on. And then, yeah, folks will circle around here before heading back to the festival site area. We have PD helping as well. Good.
Perfect. Yep, looks good.
Awesome. Whoops, that's what I have to show you.
great. Amanda, Christina, Ryan, questions? You
Nope, I
can
think we're good.
hit us with it. You guys are easy. Well, other than that, I mean, again, you guys have got it covered. The only other question, I guess, to think of, we've just been asking every market their like trajectory on like staying at the same site for 2020. I know thinking about 2027 is crazy right now. Are you guys thinking about staying here? I mean, would you want to scout for any reason or
So I was talking with Megan and Tina about that a couple of weeks back, that we used to do it at a place called Sawyer Point downtown, which was awesome, but it's very hard to get in there. And I think the cost will probably be significantly more, is my guess. I think it's worth exploring just to see if it's even an option. But we think that might be a big factor of why our numbers are down so much, is because it's just kind of out there a little bit. And, you know, we have people that are like, oh, it's so far. Oh, I don't want to drive all the way there. You know, we missed it when it was downtown. To me, I think it's just one day you can drive, but I get it. So, I don't know. I think just maybe exploring Sawyer Point and seeing what the cost looks like. Is the date even available? I don't know. You know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah. That's good to know, and we'll definitely look into that and see. You're probably right that it's harder to get into, but Ashley's the pro, so if anyone can, that's her. That's not a guarantee at all, but I know, no pressure. Okay, great. Sounds good. I got that down. Great. I mean, if you guys have any other questions that come up, you know, in the meantime, 5 minutes after the call or like, you know, 2 weeks from now, you know where to find us. You can just email the volunteers inbox. Erin and I are in that inbox pretty much every day up until the event, and probably on the event as well. The event book's going to be ready on April 17th. So, yep, the Friday before the event, you guys are going to get that. You can download it from the shared resource site. You know, we'll have a paper copy on the site, so you won't have to lug around a bunch of copies of that. We will check in with you about the coffee truck and let you know anything that we find out. Other than that, there shouldn't be too many, you know, next steps for you guys right now, I don't think. If there is anything, we'll let you know. We're going to send you a follow-up email with the recording of this the recording of this call, in case you want to look over it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for for making the time to jump on the call. We really appreciate it. And we will see you guys soon.
Thank you.
Ryan,
Yeah,
stick
do
on
you
for
want me
just
to
1
s-
second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Thanks.
But thanks so much,
Bye.
Amanda and Christina.
See
Bye.
ya.
Awesome. Let me
Easy.
see if I can stop Aaron's recording. Okay.